UFC pioneers for us here in Wisconsin. A very highly regarded gym.
This is going to be, in my opinion, a striker versus grappler.
It is.
Mason wrestled in college and has no surprises looking for the takedown right away.
Yeah, it is.
While I say it's a wrestler versus striker, if you're coming out of Red Shaver's gym, you are no stranger to the grappling game. I'm going to look for some submission attempts from the bottom here.
That gym is known for just being a bunch of pure grinders. Everyone walks out of there with layers upon layers of cauliflower ear and can't wear AirPods. So it's no doubt that he's no stranger to being on the ground. Lynn now using his wrestling, and he was smart. He timed those low leg kicks. That's dangerous when you're going up against a wrestler to go right into those low leg kicks. You're going to want to time those and shoot in for that takedown. That's exactly what happened. Now he's using his wrestling to control him on the ground, making him turn over with some punches, looking for that rear naked choke.
Yeah, he got the mount right away.
He's on the back of the head. He's got to watch out. Going back for that rear naked choke attempt. He's got to watch those shots, though. Some of those are hitting the back of the head. The ref is going to stop it, and here we go. No,
Referee steps in right away.
Yeah, he was eating some really nasty.
I don't think that's a halt to the bout, though. I think he's tapping it for strikes to the back of the head.
No, it was a call time for the strikes to the back of the head. You know, it's easy in MMA to accidentally hit the back of the head. These guys are turning their heads. They're trying to get away from those shots that are just smacking them in the ear and in the temple, and they're turning their heads. So you're going to get a few in the back of the head. So you got to be careful, slow down on top, and pick your shots.
He's taking a point.
He is. Polk taking his time. Nice stiff jab. Nice overhand there by Polk. Didn't quite connect. Polk now baiting him with his jab for that takedown. Circling away. Good takedown defense. Fires a two. Ducks underneath. Gets the takedown. Lynn now got him up against the cage. He's going to look to get that leg through. Wants to get full mount.
Right now, right in front of the unified corner. I can hear Red Shaver screaming for him to just put his back against the cage and stand right up. This is not a fun spot to be with a tough wrestler on top of you like this.
The thing is, a wrestler will suck the soul right out of you when they're on top. They've got this bear-like strength, and they just squeeze the life out of you. So he's making him carry him around the cage, dropping big bombs. This is definitely wearing him out. Trying to get his berries back, close that space, eating some old shoulder shots here.
And I like to see that as an amateur. You know, that's something that they don't see very often.
Situational awareness.
Those short shots are starting to pay dividends.
They do. Getting here to the end of the round here. Only a few seconds left. Good first round. That would have been a 10-9, but we're looking at a 9-9 due to the point deduction. Those of you joining at home, again, we thank you once again for ordering Pier FC 19 live from RWE Milwaukee, brought to you by Fletcher Arms. go, round 2.
Quick touch of gloves and we're underway.
Low leg kick attempt there.
It's obvious that Polk would like to keep this fight on a feed, keep his distance. I don't think Mason's going to oblige.
No, Polk's got to stay on the outside. He can't let him. He's got to use his range, and he can't take dangerous shots like that. Every time he takes those leaping shots or he fires that 2 and overcommits, he shoots in for the takedown.
Yeah, he's leaving himself exposed. You're absolutely right. And right now, getting pressured against the cage, carrying that weight a little bit. Huge takedown. Big slam, and this is not a good spot to be.
Lynn's wrestling pedigree is unbelievable. Side control here, doing some work, taking some knees to the body.
I'm telling you, unified martial arts is a gym that people need to start paying attention to.
Yes, they do. All of these guys are gritty, they're game fighters, they're highly skilled.
They're showing great, fantastic fight IQ, and that's testament to their coaches, and look who their coaches are.
Absolutely. I mean, just for an amateur at that level to know, hey, I need to throw some shoulder strikes here to create some space. Posturing up now, looking for some shots. Going for the stack. Good action here. He's grinding him down, wearing him out. Trying to get his arms loose. Lynn has maintained pretty good control of this fight thus far. Getting some shots from the bottom now. Lynn trying to pass the guard. Eats an up kick on the way in. Polk caught him with that up kick. That hurt. Knees to the body. Side control. Got his head up against the cage. Another knee to the body.
Dominant position here in side control.
Yep.
10-second bell rings and
those
no
knees
shot.
to the body. He can look to step over, do a little knee on the belly, come on over, gain the mount.
Those knees to the ribs don't feel good either, though, Dan.
No, those are sucking the life out of him. Third round, and Polk looks exhausted. Once again, our beautiful card holders are brought to you by Where At Entertainment.
I think it's appropriate to take time out right now to thank Fletcher Arms in Waukesha. Shop locally for all of your firearm needs, indoor pistol range, competitive prices, practical training, and superior service. Buy, sell, trade, train. Fletcher Arms.
And here we go, third and final round. If Lynn's smart, he's going to come out, go for the takedown, and go ahead and control the fight. Good job by Polk, though, keeping the distance.
Polk is looking to time something on the shot here, but I tell you, that's real hard with a wrestler as good as Mason
in the
is.
third round, when he's got you up against the cage.
Huge slam, and I got to tell you, I love seeing that when coaches are so excited. Kevin Messer is going crazy in the corner right now of Unified Martial Arts.
Polk trying to hold on here. He's eating those knees to the body. Look at there's the step over into the mount. A little bit of ground and pound now, looking to close it.
I don't think this is going to go much longer.
Forces him to his belly, and he's tired. It's going to be a lot harder to fight off this choke. He's coming right underneath that chin.
Flattening him out.
Flatten him out. He's riding a little high, though. He's got to get those hips back down. He's got to get those hooks in. There he goes. Trying to open it up, get that arm underneath the chin. Polk's doing a good job of getting back to his back. Great defense, but now he's eating some shots. Lynn with some ground and pound here. Heavy, those are heavy shots from the top.
Heavy-handed for sure.
Yes.
Just brutal.
Brutal shots.
This is just blunt force trauma at its finest right here.
Polk is tired. He's looking over at his corner. Now he's working into an arm triangle. Gave it up. Huge shots from the top.
Doing a good job of controlling the legs here. Looking to lock up an arm. He might have it.
He might have it. More coming in.
Oh, that's brutal.
There it is. He's got it.
That's going to break.
That's it. He's got it. And nope. Still holding on. Straightening out his arm. Good defense. He's going to try to rotate his arm up there and lets it go.
How tough is Polk? Most men would have tapped out to that.
Yeah, that was.
I'll tell you one thing, the whole side of the cage here was cringing.
I was either waiting for a tap or a pop, but great defense.
More shoulder strikes.
Posturing up, dropping more bombs. I tell you got to give credit to Polk. He's been holding on with 10 seconds left in this round. Nothing but courage out of this guy here tonight.
Fantastic performance by Mason Lynn, I'll tell you.
Unbelievable.
That's a guy to keep an eye on. He's only going to get better training in Unified.
Absolutely.
He's got great training partners, fantastic coaches.
I was impressed by his timing. He saw that straight right hand coming in, tucked right underneath, got a beautiful takedown, and it was takedown after takedown after takedown throughout the entire fight. Great cage control, a dominant performance by Lynn.
Polk looks, visibly exhausted in the corner right now. That's testament to the body of work that Mason Lynn did there. He's really working the body with those knees. Great show of class right here. Would have been a clear 30-27 decision without the point deduction. But that's part of the game. Kevin Messer and the guys Unified Martial Arts, I'm telling you, these guys are coming.
And here we go. Going to the official judges' scorecard.
How about a round of applause for these warriors? We go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All three judges score for the winner